Hello and welcome to the Johnny Tripod Happy Hour. I'm your host, Johnny Tripod, and you're listening to KTLC, the Lost Church Free Radio. You can hear my show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and the first Wednesday of the month is a brand new episode. This month's episode, I'm going to highlight some of my favorite female vocalists. I'm going to also try perhaps not to talk as much, and we can all listen a bit more. We'll see how successful I am at that. I'm going to start off with one of my favorite barn burners from the Duke Spirit, featuring the vocalist Leela Moss. This is called Send a Little Love Token.
Cold hands and more cold discovery. can tie me down on a railroad track. You can let that freight train loose. Iron bars and big old cars won't run me out of town. Well, I'll be damned if you're not my man before the sun goes down. We
and that was Le Tigre with Decepticon from their first self-titled album. That was Kathleen Hanna on lead vocals, one of my favorite vocalists. Really forceful, energetic, really projects. She's been compared to Polystyrene from X-Ray Specs. So yeah, I just love how that propels the song. And it's a great beginning to an album. I had started to follow her, not when she was in Bikini Kill in the 90s, but when she did a solo project of her own just with a 4-track called a Julie Ruin. And I thought that was just so clever and interestingly done. And then she teamed up when she moved to New York to form Le Tigre. And then they were just out of the gate and running with that. So always a good song to play for people. Before that, we had Casey Chambers from Western Australia. That was the song Barricades and Brick Walls, which was from her second album by the same name. Her first album she did was a lot more acoustic-y, and which featured the Captain, which kind of got her famous, somewhat famous, I guess, because I mentioned her name to other people, and they're like, who? But this second album kind of turned up the guitars a little bit more, made it dirtier, at least on some of the songs. And that's pretty much her dad playing guitar on that, I believe. But yeah, super distinctive vocal that she has, kind of this twang thing she has going on. But I really learned to love Casey Chambers. She's been putting out albums for a long time, probably 8-10 albums. And she put one out maybe 5-6 years ago called Bittersweet, which I almost think of her as almost as a comeback album. That one's just excellent as well, but I thought I'd go back to, I don't know, probably 2003 or something for Barricades and Brick Walls. Before that, we had Seattle's Taco Cat, I Hate the Weekend, from the album Lost Time. That's Emily Noakes on vocals there. She's a lead vocals on all their songs. And she's just a force of nature. I really like Emily Noakes, and she's just getting better and better, as is the band, I think. I just totally dig what she does. Their stuff is just more and more feminist and right out there. But this one's kind of more like a just irritation at people streaming into Seattle on the weekends. People who pretty much don't live there, and just causing mayhem on the weekends, and the locals having to kind of put up with it. So I find that entertaining, because I know exactly what she's talking about. And opening the set was the Duke Spirit from their album Neptune, and the song Send a Little Love Token. And so that's Leela Moss on vocals, which I just really love that production. It's so there's so much energy to it. And there's that keyboard that's constantly doing that 16th note, yeah, ding, 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 which just completely propels the song. And I just think she just totally owns it. So I just love, that's almost the beginning song on the album. It starts off with a little weird thing, and then just right out of the gate, it just kind of hits you right between the eyes. So I love it whenever that one comes on as well. Well, let's get right back into the rock and roll and stay in the Pacific Northwest. This is the Fastbacks with their song Going to the Moon. Lead vocalist Kim Warnick. And we'll tie that in with the next song after that, because she was the bass player in a band called Vis Queen. And so that will follow up with their song Sailor.
For you, and I really mean that. yesterday's behind, and you should know that it's conscience time again. Sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh, sailor. Oh, sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh. You feel better, babe, stand on your own. You'll see better, but you're gonna be alone. And you should know that it's conscience time again. Sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh, sailor. Oh, sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh. Find your way for me now. Find your way for me now. You'll feel better, babe, stand on your own. You'll see better, but you're gonna be alone. And you should know that it's conscience time again. Sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh, sailor. Oh, sailor, you're one time a minute, one time a minute, oh. Chimney falls and lovers' blaze. Thought that I was young. Now I've freezing hands and bloodless veins, as numb as I've become. I'm so tired. I wish I was the moon tonight. Last night I dreamt I'd forgotten my name, 'cause I sold my soul. But I won't just the same. I'm so lonely. I wish I was the moon tonight. God bless me, I'm a free man with no place free to go.
accelerate, accumulate. Looked for you downtown, wound up in a movie with no story. Now it's late and you are nowhere to be found. Hesitation's always mine. hesitate outside the times. Oh, call me or drop me a line. Say you've been with me. Say you've been with me. Say you've been with me this whole time. Old world underground, I never knew you, but I've seen your face everywhere there was a farm. Before we tore the small town down, multiply, divide.
That was IOU from the band Metric. That was Emily Haynes on vocals there. Also, for a really long-running favorite vocalist of mine, I have to tell this story because I felt like I beat out the crowd on Metric. I wasn't living in San Francisco. It was a couple years before I came back, so 2002 or 3. And I went to Bottom of the Hill, which is a local, small local club here in San Francisco, to catch the Canadian band Stars. And opening the show was this other Canadian band I had never heard of called Metric. And they just really blew me away and grabbed me because it's a really small place. It's like, who is this? And totally remembered one of their songs called Combat Baby. And so when I went home, I emailed KEXP, which is this kind of college radio station back in Seattle where I had just moved from. And of course, they know everything. And I said, hey, what can you tell me about this band? And the DJ's like, I've never heard of that band before. So I feel like I got a jump even on the mighty KEXP. And so I finally dragged down some information about them, had to order their album, which the song was from, which is called Old World Underground, Where Are You Now? And yeah, I really liked that album a lot. It really held up for versus the show. And then about maybe a year later, they released their next album. It's like, oh, is it going to be good? And it was also excellent, and caught them at a bigger place at the Fillmore. And then they blew me away there. So she just has such a distinctive voice. Those two albums were totally rocking before they've kind of gone off in an electronica direction. Unfortunately, maybe they'll find their way back to the rock and roll. Before that, we had, of course, the great Nico Case, the song Wish I Was the Moon from her album Blacklisted. Probably, perhaps, the most distinctive voice in the last 20 years. Nico Case, hailing from Tacoma, Washington. Started off much more in a country bent, and then started to gradually, kind of more and more each album, break away from that, kind of just to do her own thing. Sometimes hard to describe, but she has such a phenomenal set of pipes and a very distinctive way of writing songs. So I definitely wanted to include a song from hers. And then before that, we had Visqueen being led by the Rachel Flotard on guitar and vocalists with the song Sailor from their album King Me. Saw them at where was that? The Crocodile, I think, in Seattle. And that album called King Me, if you like rock and roll guitar, it is one of the loudest, rockinest guitar albums ever made, I think. She just totally kicks ass. And Kim Warnick played bass, and I got to see them. So that was kind of cool, like a 2-for-1. Because even though I don't think I ever saw the Fastbacks, I at least got to see Kim Warnick. And so opening the set was the Fastbacks with Going to the Moon, which is just kind of it's a classic Seattle rock song, as well as being a classic Seattle band, the Fastbacks. So let's head a little further south to Portland, and then we'll head down to California. But we'll play next a song from Laura Veers called Galaxies.
When you say, the stars fill up my eyes. Galaxies pour down my cheeks. Galaxies. when we kiss. Bears and boulders vibrate through the air.
There's a pretty young thing in front of you, and she's real pretty and she's real into you, and then she's sleeping inside of you. And the talking leads to touching, then the touching leads to sex, and then there is no mystery left. And it's bad news, I
was Nikki Lane with Wild One from her album All or Nothing. Yeah, I was introduced to her. Some friends had gone to see a show in one of the local San Francisco clubs, I think, outside. Who knows? Some show somewhere. And they said, oh man, we were really blown away by the opener. And so they brought back the album and then started playing it. And then a lot of us around here in my little group, we really liked it. There's so many good songs off that album. And so we kind of became fans for a while. And I always liked that one. It's more of a straight ahead acoustic one. There's a lot more rollick and country rock on most of the album. But I totally dig this particular one. It's such a simple song, but it's super, super effective and shows off her voice pretty well. Before that, we had Sahara Hot Nights with vocalist Maria Anderson with their song All Right, All Right, Here's My Fist, Where's the Fight, from their album Jenny Bomb, a Swedish band right around the time of the Hives peak. They toured together for a while, or at least one tour. Yeah, that's one. I just love the sheer energy of that song. Just right out of the gates. That's the opener to the album. They never really regained the heights of that album. Kind of petered away. But that particular song is great. And then before that, we had the LA band Rilo Kiley with the well-known and regarded Jenny Lewis doing with lead vocals there. That's from their album True Adventures. I think that's right. True Adventurous? Something like that. The song Portions for Foxes. Also, perhaps the height of their popularity. That album is surprisingly good. There's a lot of gems on that album. I recommend checking that out. Her voice is excellent. The production is just pristine. Effective. Yeah, I really like that. I've been listening to that album more and more. And then opening the set was Portland's Laura Veers with her song Galaxies. Almost 20 years ago now, from the album Year of Meteors. And I just have never gotten tired of that album. Her songwriting, her lyrics are so good on that entire album. And there's just these great little bits here and there with the production of the album. I don't know. I just really, really, really like that album. We're going to close out the show with a few more songs. We'll do a little San Francisco couple here, starting off with the band Axton Kincaid, featuring Kate Hauser on vocals with their song Red Lights.
Keep your eyes on the red lights for the next 2 miles. They're your best friend. Keep your eyes on the white lines disappearing around the bend. Keep your eyes on the red lights. White knuckle down, the 10 and 2. Pay no mind to the darkness and the shadows that follow you. Pass me
I remember this place, I remember that face. It's a long time since I've been in this cafe. There was a time I thought the world went no further than the birch tree in the backyard. There was a time when I thought broken glass was diamonds. Still every chance that I could, I made spaceships out of wood. Anything to take me away. Oh, oh, oh. And as I grew, I came to see that I was meant to learn my limits and live inside them. The edge of town was like a belt that cinched too tight, and the kids were so cruel. Every day at school, there was nothing worse to be than me. So I got away. And I never thought I would be back.
He puts his hand inside of hers. He turns her over slowly, taking in the scent of her hair as her breath rests upon his neck. Feeling the weight of her flesh upon his chest. Her blood in mine running through my veins like a real life wire. I don't know why I cannot let this go. It's building up inside of me, over and over and over and over. Two bodies moving in sync could turn it over and over and over and over like an animal. Like an animal. It boils over in my mind. The heat from underneath the sheets pours out as I lie feeling the burning with every kiss upon her skin. As her hands, they reach for every inch of him. Feeling my fire running through my veins like a hot desire. I don't know why I cannot let this go. It's building up inside of me, over and over and over and over. Two bodies moving in sync and turn it over and over and over and over like an animal. Like an Her blood in mine running through my veins like a real life wire. I don't know why. Like an
That was Caroline Rose with her song Animal from the album Loser. Before that, we had the Folk Opera's song I Remember This Place, featuring Elizabeth Greenblatt on vocals. And opening the set, we had Axton Kincaid with her song Red Lights, with Kate Hauser on vocals. You've been listening to the Johnny Tripod Happy Hour here on KTLC, the Lost Church Free Radio. I'm Johnny Tripod. Join me next Wednesday, 5 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll do it all over again. Be safe out there.